And we back. We back at it, people. What is the deal? What is up? Back in, I think today we got it at 5.5x speed. So, this week is gonna probably, this is my intro week, right? This is my introduction week back on the platform, back with the consistent workout videos here and actual workouts. I'm gonna be doing it differently in the future, you guys. I'm gonna be, oh, welcome back, by the way, whoever is returning. I appreciate you very much. Very, very much, huh? Thank you. But yeah. So in the future, like this week, I'm doing it this way. Get these 3 body parts in per day, 4 times this week. But in the future, I'm gonna be changing it up and seeing what works. So I'll keep you posted as that comes along. Feeling good in these workouts. Today was an hour-long workout, and I was gonna like chop it up and trim it and do all that stuff. But I think I'm not gonna do that. I just figured this week, for this introduction week, I'm just gonna fast forward everything because I'm not really 100% like proud of my form right now. I can feel it coming back, but it's just my form is not too good right now. So I don't want to lead you guys astray, just in case anybody's out there watching that's like, expects me to be some kind of, I don't know, like person that knows what they're doing. None of us know what we're doing, okay? Some of us just have more experience in trial and error, all right? That's it. All right. Some of us have a little bit more or less education. Some of us have a little bit more or less life experience. But life experience doesn't always mean that somebody knows more. It just means that they've lived on this earth longer. Sometimes it means that they know more. Hopefully, it means that they know, more than a younger person. But that's not always the case. There's a lot of young people out there that have a lot of wisdom. I've been learning, but just as many youngsters out there that have wisdom, there are just as many or more, probably more, that are complete knucklehead Aramuses. Okay, these people. I mean, I was one of them. I mean, I can't say nothing. I was one of them. I was right there with y'all. Okay, being a young person that took advantage of their youth. Right. I mean, to some people, I'm still considered young, but I got gray hair kind of early, so it's been changing my outlook on how I see things somehow. Man, when you get some gray hair, you get some perspective. I don't care how old you are. I remember at one of my old jobs, I met this guy. He was actually the dude that was going to replace me at this company I used to work for doing security, private security, and he was a big old dude. He was like my size, big old youngster, pretty bigger than me actually. But he had a whole head of gray. But he was 24 years old. I think at the time I was like 30. This is a few years ago, so I was like 31. I don't know, something like that. I was in my early 30s, but he was 24 years old with a full head of gray. Big old youngster. He didn't look older. He just had a whole bunch of gray hair. And then another time when I was like when I was a kid, 9, 10 years old, there was this girl who was my age. I remember in Ohio, she had like almost a whole head of gray hair. She was only 9. So, I think gray hair changes you. She wasn't doing all the dumb stuff that we was doing as kids in the church. She wasn't doing all that dumb stuff. She was chilling, hanging out with the grown folks. So I think, yeah, when you have gray hair, it slows you down a little bit. Just naturally, no matter how old you are. But that's just my theory on it. I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things. So, you know, yeah. So that's today's workout. Today the sun's going down. It's a good day. Just gotta. I didn't record like the stretching and all that stuff. I don't really feel like that's necessary. Everybody has a different routine for stretching. Everybody has their own little way of doing things. But in the future, I think I'm gonna do more of a like start stop. Like start the camera only when start the phone only when I'm gonna be actually working out. I wanted to try it this way coming back because I didn't try it this way last time. Last time I did the start stop thing, but I don't really like this fast forward stuff as much. You can't really see the motion too well. When I was working out today, a lot of different random things were happening. A lot of different people came and sat in the area and did little, I don't know. It was strange. But I figure if you're going to be outside, people are going to come, in and around you sometimes, unless you're just like a total, like, creepo, weirdo kind of person. I mean, I'm weird, but not like that. Like, not like that kind of weird. I'm not like unapproachable weird. I'm just strange, which actually I'm proud of. So yeah, I was like reluctant, to start uploading to YouTube again. This has always been like a reluctant kind of thing for me because as much as I enjoy working out, and I kind of always have. I mean, I spent my middle and late teens to mid to late 20s fit, like extra fit, and then I spent the 10 years after that like fat, like chubby, you know, big guy. All right, had the chin rolls and had the what you call it, the when you try to bend over and tie your shoe where you can't, you out of breath, just tying your shoe, and if you have too much pressure on your stomach, like bent over wise, it like cramps up, and just different things like that were associated with weight, pre diabetic, thank goodness I don't, thank the Lord I don't have that stuff right now, but I think that's just because I decided to start making small changes in 2021. But this is the beginning of 2024, so it's been almost 3 years since I've been, going at it more consistently than not. So, I feel kind of good about that. I'm not, I had an issue with consistency in my younger years. I had issues with being consistent with things and not making drastic changes too often or too suddenly or based off of emotion. It's taken some years, to really learn. I'd kick my bottle right there, but it takes some years to really, for me actually, just to learn simple lessons. Simple lessons that need to be repeated. The lessons that we learn, we can't forget these things. We have to, or else we're going to repeat them. We have to learn from them and keep learning from them as time goes on. Like, oh, I remember that lesson. Oh, I remember that lesson again. I remember it again. I remember it again. So on, and then teach it to somebody else. Hopefully, whether through your words or through your actions. But yeah, that's. I mean, when I'm doing pull-ups, when it's in fast forward like this, it looks like I'm kipping on the pull-up. I mean, on the chin up. But I promise, I'm kipping a little bit, but not the way it looks like on the camera. So yeah, you can see as the sun goes down. I kind of like the whole like seeing the world go by around you. As you're kind of doing this. I meant to kind of. Oh man, I forgot. I meant to upload like the do a screen record of this video and then have my face as I'm narrating this show up on the screen, but I don't know if I'll do that next time. Just an idea. But yeah, so this workout was an hour long. As time went on, I took more laps around the little thing there, because I was getting tired. But I wasn't even sure. I was gonna just like do rows today. I wasn't even gonna do chin ups again, but because last week I wasn't able to do chin ups twice in the same week. So this week is progress. I was able to do it twice in the same week. So I can feel my strength coming back slowly but surely. It's about that building a house. Building a strong foundation, one brick at a time, one cement block at a time, one layer at a time. We can't expect to have all these things at once. I know I have in the past. I wanted everything right now. I wanted you to give it to me. I didn't want to work for it. I wanted it given to me when I was younger. So that was my issue. And over time, I've learned the value of earning things, the value of just not only lacing up your own bootstraps, but lacing up the person next to you's bootstraps too, so they don't trip and fall. It's about that too, almost just as much or more so than keeping yourself upright. You know what I mean? So, whatever you take from this, just know that if you become someone who follows this channel or follows this progression of fitness that I'm putting out here, I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't know where it's going to go or whatever. I don't have any grand plans for this thing here. I just know that this helps keep me accountable with with this fitness thing. There's a few other things that I've incorporated into my daily life that I feel like are beneficial to growth, but those aren't things that I'm ready to share on, if at all, on YouTube yet. So for now, it's this, and with this, there will be progression, and with that progression, I will share with you guys. Be blessed. Take care. Yeah, yeah.